Today we're counting down the 10 strangest, most unexplainable things people have ever found, ranked from unsettling to absolutely impossible to explain. Stick around, because number 1 will make you check your locks tonight. Quick heads up before we start. If you've ever found something in your own home that you couldn't explain, drop it in the comments. Some of the best cases on this channel have come from you. At number 10 is a place that looks straight out of a horror movie. A driver found a house covered with old dolls hanging from trees and wooden posts. Their cracked faces and glass eyes make the place feel terrifying, especially at night. It probably belongs to someone who collects dolls as art, but that doesn't make it any less creepy. The mystery could be solved by knocking on the door if you're brave enough. Next, a hiker was walking on a remote forest trail when they found something strange. A doll's head and body were half buried in moss and dirt, looking like they had been there for years. There were no houses nearby and no clear reason for a toy to be there. Was it lost, buried on purpose, or left behind long ago? No one knows. That mystery is exactly why this creepy discovery deserves a place on this list. Someone cleaning their uncle's shed discovered an old DVD case. Inside was no disc, but a mysterious note filled with unknown symbols and a faded photo of a flower bed near an iron fence. People online tried decoding it using different methods, but nothing matched any known language or code. Was it a secret message, a personal language, or something more mysterious? The truth remains unknown, and the uncle never explained it before he was gone. Imagine finishing your shift, counting your tips, and finding a strange note hidden among the dollar bills. On the paper, the same 4 words appear again and again, written over 20 times. You aren't going to prison. It doesn't feel like a threat or a compliment, but more like someone trying to reassure themselves. No one knows who wrote it or why. The mystery is that this note feels deeply personal, like a private message that was never meant to be found. This one doesn't need a scary photo to feel terrifying, only a strange sentence. A person living completely alone woke up one morning and found their iPhone locked for nearly 8 hours after dozens of failed passcode attempts during the night. They didn't try to unlock it, and nobody else was in the house. So the question remains, who or what was trying to guess their password while they slept nearby in the darkness? Someone living alone entered their bathroom and found 2 dirty footprints on the toilet seat cover. The strange part, they were from 2 different feet, and neither belonged to them. There was no broken door, no damaged window, and no sign of forced entry. Just clear evidence that someone had been inside their bathroom without their knowledge. Imagine finding proof that a stranger had been there while you were completely unaware. If you live alone, think about that for a moment. When someone moved into a new house, they discovered an old folded note hidden under a kitchen cabinet. It had only 4 handwritten words. Don't look under the floor. No name, no explanation, and no clue about who left it behind. The mysterious warning was found years later by a stranger. Did they ignore it or look underneath? No one knows. But the hidden message, unexplained and strangely specific, became one of the creepiest discoveries ever found in a home. This next one isn't about an object, it's about words. Months after leaving a job, a person received a strange text from their old boss. It began with a normal greeting and a message about missing them, but quickly turned disturbing. The message described shrinking small enough to be swallowed and becoming an offering to keep the sender strong. There was no explanation or follow-up. Sometimes the scariest discovery isn't a physical clue. A security guard checks the same empty floor every night. The building is locked, untouched, and no one should be there. But one night, something strange appears. A single chair facing a window with a roll of duct tape on the armrest. It wasn't there before. The floor stayed locked, with no forced entry or camera evidence. So who placed the chair and tape there, and what were they planning to do with it? And finally, The number one spot goes to a mystery that feels almost impossible. While cleaning their backyard, someone discovered an old stone marker buried beneath years of dirt and leaves. It had a child's name and 2 dates only 4 years apart, showing it was likely a grave. But there were no records, no burial documents, and no explanation from the town or previous owners. Just a forgotten marker, hiding a story that may never be uncovered.
That's our list, 10 finds that still don't have an explanation. If you had to guess which one actually has the darkest story behind it, let me know in the comments. And while you're there, tell me about anything you has found that you never got an answer for. I read every single one, and the best stories become future videos. If this kept you on edge, hit subscribe. We post a new unexplained mystery every week. And trust me, some of the ones coming up are even worse than this list.